yeah. Let's look at some more. Got some minis for you. Is that an orc? Let's check it out. Again, he's crouched over, but these things are meaty. Like this mini weighs more than this mini. And there's some cool details on this thing. I actually like this mini. And he's got a sword tucked behind his back. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely cool. Hella cool. Hella cool, man. Now that's the most impressive mini I've seen other than the ogre. The ogre is really cool too. I like this ogre, man. That's a cool ogre. And that is a cool orc. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. We got some cool minis. I didn't expect to get cool minis, honestly. I really did buy this for the bases. And that skeleton's hella cool too, man. Yeah, I'm just amazed. I gotta do this again because it doesn't make sense. What the? Again, I guess it could be a black bear, like a baby black bear. Black bear don't get very big. It's a black bear. It's a black bear. All right, black bear. I've decided. I'm getting over it. That has to be what they were thinking. Black bear is still dangerous, though. You know, they do kill people. It's just, it's a little more work for a black bear than the others. You know, it's a little more work, but they can do the job. They're equipped. You're not. You know. All right, you are a. I see what we're doing here. What are you? You're a bunch of mold lines, is what you are. Cool sculpt. I'm going to go with this is a Yuan Tai. But it could be a lizard man. Definitely could be. Let's, there's just a little short troglodyte. Troglodyte works. Kind of a short little, because his neck, if it was up, he'd definitely, so that's not out of bounds. He's definitely bulky enough too. That's the good thing. They're bulky. So they look imposing on the table, even if they're not really tall. So that could be a troglodyte, you know. Alright, I don't know what this is, but it looks like a mephit, which is like an elemental imp. And I could look online and see what they're supposed to be. But so far, the only thing that really pisses me off is the bear. Everything else is cool, man. It's cool. Now, this is interesting. Okay, this is a triton. Or mermaid. Some sort of aquatic sea elf, maybe. Triton's going to be what I'm going with this. The weapon's really oversized. But, hold on. I do have some more of these type of creatures to show you. And handy. So, these wouldn't be her allies. These would be her enemies. These would be examples of things she might be fighting against. So, yeah. Really interposing kind of, right? Seeing they have the same kind of weapons. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Some kind of mermaid or triton looking thing. Very, very neat, very premier, very deluxe. And these guys are pretty spooky. Yep. Those are Warhammer. No, not Warhammer. What's that game people? WoW. WoW, that's what I'm looking for. WoW. They're in 40 millimeter scale. As a matter of fact, this Furbolg is an elf in 40 millimeter from the same line. that I repurposed. It was a female. Now it's a male with a beard. it's a it's a trans Furbolg. Anyway, so these are 40 millimeter. But the cool thing about, and I wanted to point this out, the scale doesn't really matter with monsters so much, unless it's like a PC or something, you know. Because there's always a bigger, meaner monster out there. I guess is what I'm getting at. There's always a bigger, meaner. Look at this axe on this orc. That just looks nasty. That's like a dwarf. Something a dwarf would swing at you. It's definitely bulky. Yeah. I like this box. I'm pleasantly surprised by these. Good job, GameStart. Good job. You brought your A game, all except for them bears. But you know what? I ain't even mad at you. This only goes on one way. You seeing this? There it is. It only goes on one way. I kind of appreciate that. Even numb nuts like me can't mess it up. Sorry, sad sack that I am. All right, here's what I bought the game for. These 3 trays. I bought all this for these 3 trays. All right. But we're going to go through them. We're going to play around with it. I got all day. I'm checking this out. You're seeing this the same time I am. All right. Are you a mimic or just a treasure chest? Mimic. Okay. Yeah, it's a mimic. It's got a tongue. It's oozing out of there. It's got an eye that you could do some really neat stuff with. So, here it is in scale with a human size or elf size miniature. So you can really explore the space. Yeah. I would say, yeah, that's a fine mimic. Nothing wrong. There's 2 of them. You get 2 mimics. And look here, they wisely tried to save money, right? By hollowing that out. So there you go. I mean, it's not doing anything. Why put plastic there? I get it. That's cool. All right. Now, this is the Pathfinder style of goblin. Okay, and we'll put that. Little bit big, but it's not bad. It's definitely a cool pose. Little on the big side. I do have other goblins if you guys really want to. But there's okay, I see. And we've got invisible minis. And look at the detail on these. You can really see it. These are quite detailed. That's a dwarf, obviously. I'm not a fan of dual-wielding, two-handed weapons. Actually, I'm not a fan of dual-wielding at all, unless it's daggers or short swords, perhaps. But big, gaudy weapons like this, it would be impractical. But this is just my personal... It looks cool. But as far as using something like that, you would die. You would die horribly. People would just run you over. Someone with a sword and shield versus someone doing that, you're not gonna win. All things being equal, obviously, skill levels matter, but yeah, you're not gonna win. Oh, okay. This is probably the coolest Ettercap I own, and I actually have 3 or 4 different Ettercaps. This is really neat. See how muddled, because remember the faces were muddled on the other minis. Let's see what we got here. But as far as the body, really, come on, let's focus, darn it. I'm looking at all this the same as you got. Oh, there we go. That is very doable. There's a mold line right across here that would have to be dealt with. Perhaps, yeah, definitely some major mold line there. But I can deal with that. That is freaking awesome. That is a really cool Ettercap. Honestly, that is... Look at all the texture. yeah. Check out all this texture here. Now there's some funky business here. But for what I paid for these, I can't complain at all. This is probably the coolest mini so far. Is there more than one? Yes, there are two of them. So I don't know if you guys ever use these guys. They spin webs and they live amongst giant spiders. A lot of people, they don't really take advantage of that. And these are supposed to be an extra special bonus threat. Because if I remember right, they're poison paralyzes. And they're very mobile. And I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I used an Ettercat. But used properly, they're kind of stealthy. And they're kind of intelligent. So it adds a little mix to your spider adventure. Like the Spider Lord. It's really cool. Let's see what else we got here. So there's an invisible version. And then there's the actual PC. Or NPC or whatever you want. This could be a PC. This is definitely a cool miniature. It's got panache, This dwarf, yeah, he's got panache. It's a little gaudy, I'll admit, but I'm cool with it. I did not expect any miniatures to be that cool, and I really didn't. If you look at the Kickstarter, they don't look this cool. They actually don't. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a demon. It's sitting on its tail, whatever it is. And it looks like a wretched thing. I would use it as some sort of messed up demon. Maybe it's an Elfeshni demon. If so, it's too small. But the cool thing about demons is they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. This thing definitely could be a pretty nasty opponent. And what I do with something like this in my games is I just grab the stats that kind of fit it. And you don't know what the hell it is, but I do. Right? Because a lot of times you'll have player characters that have been playing a while, they'll be like, oh, that's no. So I could give this the same stats as a Nabishi devil. But call it a wretched demon, right? And just, it's a green Nabishi on my stat book. But they're fighting it, and it's a wretched demon. Instead of, the fire breath, it's shooting out a poisonous gas cloud. Or maybe, a stench cloud. Maybe it doesn't poison you. Maybe it just causes you to vomit violently and be, disabled or make a constitution save. Just something really cool like that. And but I don't know what it is. I'd have to look. But it's a cool mini. I can tell you that. And there's two of them. So I guess they must have really... Yeah, if you painted this up, it's wretched, whatever it is. It's nasty looking. It's got like ulcers on it and pustules. Much cooler mini than I expected to get out of this deal. A lot of texture here. Let's I should get a little probe, but you hear that? Lots of texture, for what I paid, yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, now, what else we got here? Okay, tiefling, maybe. Or just a witch. Yeah, it could be just a human witch. Human wizard, human witch. This is an elf wizard. It's actually a drow elf wizard, I believe, but it's painted up as a regular, like a wood elf. It's actually not a finished paint job. It's just like a base coat. It's actually me cleaning my brush. I did do the flesh tone. When I paint stuff, I do the flesh tone first, but then I just cleaned my brush off on it, and this is what you get. And then I added that frog later because someone decided they wanted to play this. I mean, look, it's not even. Look at that. It's not even. Yeah, that needs touched up a little, but it's not bad. I mean, it works. It's tabletop almost. Anyway, definitely a cool little mini, whatever it is. It looks like a witch, and that's cool, or a sorcerer. But I mean, it's got panache too. It might be a PC type. We'll know if we see an invisible. Yeah, here it is. There's the invisible. So if you got an invisible version, it's the PCs. All right, what we got here? Okay. All right, Tabaxi. Little bit smallish. Little small. Would like to see that about 20% bigger. If it's supposed to be a big, tough, dual-wielding Tabaxi. But it's also, it looks like it's a minion, not a... So that's not a PC. So it's fine. It's not super small. It's not, like, bad. That is just disgusting. Maybe a hellhound? Or some kind of mutant... you're at the mutant, you're fighting a mad scientist, and he's come up with this mutant freaking guard dog. And you could just use whatever stats, in the book. Something like this could, you could just use an animal stat. A big, powerful animal with a bite that holds you prone. Yeah, that'd work perfect. So, very cool. Again, I could look these up and tell you exactly what they are, but that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm here for. This looks like a cleric. And we'll grab the actual mini so we can show them both off. They've definitely got stylized a little much on here. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a mask, but it almost looks like a blindfold. But that actually, if you had a god who was blind, like Grumish requires his priest to remove an eye. If you had a god that was their thing, or wearing like a masquerade mask, I'm sure. Yeah, there's gods like that. Yeah, so it's very niche, but it's definitely a cool cleric. It's a little different. All right. This is clearly a bard. Human or elf, I couldn't tell you. But it doesn't really matter. And... oh, something you need to know. You can paint these up, these clear models. I bought a bunch of these from WizKids because no one likes them. The clear ones. And yeah, they paint up just like anything else. Yep. And let's put her up to a human, a human. Well, an elf. And yeah, she looks like a woman. Doing womanly thing. I mean, she shouldn't be as big as a guy. At all. Alright, and real quick here, down and dirty, there's 2 more minis to show you. And then we'll get on with the bases, which is what I bought this set for. This is some kind of half-orc, looks like. It's an interesting pose. Some kind of blade dancer is what I'd use this for, like a Thasian elf. But I'm sure this is meant to be a half-orc or something. But yeah, that's what I'd use it for. Very cool. Definitely, the characters have character. They have panache. So whoever did this, it was kind of a labor of love. Anyway, thanks for watching. And find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you can't find them, don't blame me. I'm trying to show them to you. Here's a half-orc barbarian female with the dual wield thing. Anyway, have an amazing day. We're going to do another video.